which we're already deeply in. Um, what I'm not going to say AI, but what they predict is Russia's leaving our START treaty, which is our nuclear treaty between the United States and Russia. It ends February 20th. Okay. I guarantee you this one is going to happen because it came up so much. China will take drones and either buzz the ships in Taiwan or use them as a distraction. And what AI predicts is they'll create a border completely around it eventually of Taiwan and cut off its resources. In February, that's what they're going to talk. And then what it does is hurt their economy by 1.6 trillion. I'm going to make this real quick. I know I done slowed down, but I'm going to speed up. I was kind of waiting for somebody in here. But in March, the chip shortage. Taiwan controls all the chips if this happens. Pretty much, I mean, 80% of our chips come from Taiwan. So, like we had last time, the cars are going to slow down, the phones are going to slow down, the consoles are going to be delayed. This is going to cause hysteria and bullshit again, like it did last time. April, the money starts to melt. As our money starts to collapse, what will happen is people will start transferring into crypto. And as these cryptos giants start to build up, all the banks and central banks and Rothschild people are going to start freak out because they can't control it. Okay, and then the so the more people get into it, the more accounts it's going to destabilize it, just like the crash of Terra. And now we have that on our heads. And what's going to ultimately prevail is garden, farming, and helping your neighbor and staying safe. Arm yourself, you know, or at least protect your property. Okay, by April, Bitcoin soars, central banks start to slam it, and the government needs to start controlling the Bitcoin. So they're going to start making laws about it. In May, China cyber attacks, payment processing, banking systems, and power grids in the United States. And that's where the reset begins. The reset being everybody's money's pretty much in digital assets, and as it starts changing around, I might go from no money to all your money. I might have all your money, whoever's watching. You know what I'm saying? If anybody's watching that got any damn money, but anyway, you'll be broke, and I'll be rich, and my broke ass sitting right here will be happy. But I still make my garden, and I'll still have my neighbor. Um, and then in June, the heat. This is this is something that AI predicted, but with a whole lot of science behind it. The heat this year is supposed to be unbearable. Okay, the hottest waves in 2006 start stuttering the power grid. They're gonna have to start staggering the power grid. Make sure you got your generators in places, and some maybe some fans, or maybe now's the time to start buying some solar panels since this heat's getting so hot because you're gonna have to start realizing it. All right, in June it's gonna be the hottest ever. Heat waves kills many power grids start to black out. Riots begin and the U.S. city goes crazy. Get your gas and fuel up all your fuel, water needs ahead of time. In July, there's going to be more heat, and the fact that we have done dealt with just like 3 months, you will be exhausted. The ground will be so saturated with heat that it'll start coming up at night, and so it'll never cool off, and so your body temperature is going to end up rising, and it's going to be hard to recover. To do more things to recover, it's going to be more intense recovery, more blackouts from people passing out and whatever. All right, so this might be a 10-minute video because I'm only in July. Um, and as the heat rises, of course, the food scarcity and a ban on shipping food out of the countries, and prices will start skyrocketing because people will be able to charge them whatever they want. But by that time, we still won't be in metals, but you know, metals did go up today. They are at the highest point ever. So, and it's going to. And in July, we have food scares and people are, going crazy. Government cutback programs like Fema totally by August. Self-reliance come to the forefront, farms, etc., and helping your neighbor. By September, Roches uses drones to start attacking NATO uh, places that they never could before. And as cyber attacks into NATO countries, they start falsifying information with AI. And by October, pathogen X happens, which here comes another virus that spreads fast. Healthy people are extended from the heat. You have ERs in hospitals and people in the healthcare industry just already extended to their max. Um, so a virus would just hit us at the wrong time. And September, as the virus spreads, ER towns are choose too overwhelmed. The midterm election starts, and stations are swamped on non-existing polls. Polling stations are swamped, or non-existing polls take to their social media, and AI ramps up with fake news in November. December, our trust in government has collapsed. Armament takes a lot to live. Oh, so armed men go to the streets to feed their families. Hopefully, this is just AI going crazy and feed me a scenario that I can make a video on. But local trades start. Our local um, fruit stands and stuff start popping up. Trade starts. That's what's going to help us survive. Gardens, self reliance, and being able to live off the land again. And in the fact with the virus and the people, hopefully the animal population goes up as we can support ourselves. It'll be up to you and the people around you to support one another. Stay strong. The Great Reset has begun. Well, it's January 2026. That's my little prediction from the help of AI. How true this is, God, I hope not. But something to look back on. We'll see how it goes. Y'all take it easy. Peace, love, and happiness.